If walls could talk, they'd whisper secrets of dreams realized, of minds transformed, and a vision that defied all odds. Welcome to Obong University. Today, we pull back the curtain on this extraordinary institution, and who better to guide us than the very architects of its success. Without any further ado, the founder of Obong University, Professor Moses Akpanudo.
I am Professor Moses Akpanudo, the brain behind the foundation of Obong University, Obong Tak in the Timekwu local government area. I am a native of Obong Tak and an educator who has tried all I can to bring my people to understand that education is the engine power for development. Thank you so much. The main reason why I dreamed about establishing Obong University comes from the fact that I have always been a dreamer. It is my early childhood dream. I had many dreams: to be a teacher, to be a solicitor, to be a medical doctor, to be many things, including being a preacher and a missionary. As I grew, these dreams were shaped. And when I went to school, my mother, who was the brain behind my education, could not get me beyond secondary 1 at the State College, Ikore. I had no other person to sponsor me, so I dropped out and was so disappointed. I made a plea to God that if He helped me and make me become a well-educated person, I will come back to the village to build schools so that children who have nobody to help them might have the opportunity to come to school close by their homes. By that time, I did not know how much it cost to build a school. I was about 14. I didn't know that God took my decision seriously. So I advise people, be careful of what you say, because there are heavenly recorders who record your speech, no matter what it is. Over the years, God helped me to have good education. I started by being a probationary teacher, and from there I went to Teachers College. After 4 years of Teachers College, I went to university. Between the time I began teaching and when I had the final year of a teacher training, I was able to have the General Certificate of Education London and had it at both the ordinary and the advanced levels. That enabled me to go to the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in the 60s. God helped me further, and I was made the vice principal of the school where I dropped out from. God can do many things for people who believe in Him. Eventually, I had the opportunity with the Churches of Christ overseas to go to the United States for further studies. I'm a business major. I'm also an educator. So my family and I went to United States, 7 of us, and spent 4 years. Well, after completing all we needed for our education, I had to remember the promises I made to God to come back to my community to develop it. It is a difficult situation to explain how I came back from the United States, a well-developed country where lights is everywhere. You have to switch a button and you have light, water, everything, and the roads were very good. They are very good still now. Coming back to Obong at that time, where there were no roads, no medical facilities, no electricity, no water. It was like Robinson Crusoe, who was lost in an island. And that was my station, has always been. So I started from the secondary school, Obong Christian High School. And later on, the Jean and Sulam Nursery Primary School came on board. Later on, as Nigeria allowed people to build more private schools, I started the African College of Management to train middle-level managers for the nation. When the decree for establishment of private universities came, I took the first opportunity. At that time, there was no private university in Akwa Ibom State. In fact, in the South, the question of private universities was a far cry. And I had the opportunity to deal with obstacles. And that's why I had to kneel down to pray so as to help me to be able to solve them. In the first place, nobody believed me that it was possible to build a private university in the middle of nowhere. Additionally, it was difficult to get land, but God helped me. I was able to negotiate with people from 8 villages to be able to acquire the land required by the National Universities Commission. And I'm very happy that the school has come to this stage after many years. My long-term vision for Obong University is to make it a school of international standard, to be able to train servant leaders, not people who save themselves first, people who sacrifice their time and interest and talent to work for their communities and be able to serve their people in such a way that when they leave this planet, that people will always remember that they were good leaders. Above all, I like to train young people to be able to live good moral lives. Some of our leaders today are very corrupt. Money is not everything. It is a good legacy to train people who move society forward by selfless leadership. I think the Creator will be happy. And I think someday Obong University will be able to bring students from other parts of Africa to share the knowledge that we have with them, because Africa needs many selfless leaders. For now, young Nigerians who are passionate in helping their communities to move forward, the first thing is to have a dogged determination to save without regret. You'll discover that the people you are trying to save might not cooperate wholly. They might frustrate you with contrary suggestions. There may be other people who think that you are going to make money for yourself. So number one idea is to be determined to save no matter what odd. Secondly, you need a lot of background knowledge to lead people. In fact, you need to read a lot of books about management, because people can be funny, people can be treacherous, people can be friendly. It depends on how they are influenced. And above all, since God is the creator, you cannot create any new service in your community without the blessings of God. So always kneel to God in prayers for anything you want to achieve in your community, and it will happen.